How's it going again? This is Pilz. We're having a look at the Cruzerlite TPU case. For a long time, this was my favorite TPU case. And, I've had it on my G3, my Note. My wife has one for her S5, Moto X. It's a great case, Cruzerlite makes one of the best TPU cases I've seen. The only thing that I don't like are the button cutouts, instead of actually having built-in buttons like the Tudia or Distronic, as you would see. But it is a good case. I've dropped my G3 in this. I actually broke a tempered glass screen protector with this case on in my G3, but the phone was fine. So these cases can take a solid drop. There's actually a video out there demonstrating, some nice drop tests with the Nexus 5 in it from, I don't know, about a year ago. And, this case does protect the phone despite, how thin it actually is. These are my, two color choices that I do like. The clear one, it looks nice. Green one also, because you have Android green. I know some people aren't a big fan of the giant Android logo. It is kind of big and obnoxious, but, that's why we like Android. It hasn't, very good cutouts for, again, the dimple here and the camera. Depending on how you put it on, just like the Tudia, it could be off-center, but if you do apply that even pressure, it'll be just fine. The buttons are slightly recessed when you do have it in the case, as you can see, but they're not hard to press. Again, you can just kind of turn them on, off, volume up and down work fine. The port, again, just like the Tudia, is very small compared to the sub case. It does bulge slightly if you do plug in the factory cable. I use QI charging, so it's not a big deal here. The edge of the case is actually a nice clear, as opposed to the back, which is kind of frosted. Similar to the Tudia, but this guy doesn't get really dingy. I've had this case since I got the phone, and it still looks brand new. I haven't used it as much, but, it still seems to maintain its original appearance much better. Your headphone port is a little on the smaller side, but it will fit anything that I have, as mentioned earlier, the Bose QC25, Bose Freestyle, and LG Quad Beats, as well as the, I have an old auxiliary cable in my car. I believe it's a Belkin, a few years old, from back when I had an iPhone, and it works just fine in there. There's a great case. Again, the microphone hole cut just fine, it works. Never had any issues with this case. I was at the gym one day and did drop my phone in this very case, and it, bounced off the bottom of the machine, it's a bench press, and, my phone was fine. I thought it was, done for it. It fell pretty hard, but, I picked it up. Lo and behold, the phone's fine. So these cases really do protect a lot more than they look like they would. And, I recommend it if you're a big Android fan and you like Cruzerlite. This is definitely a good choice for you. If you don't like having button cutouts, I'd lean toward the Tudia, but, for me, it doesn't really matter. I do like these cases. I use them quite often. And, overall, this is probably still one of the best TPU cases you can get. Hope you enjoy this review and look for some more in the future.